Under the sun, Emily sweeps the porch, her movements sharp and resolute in her worn dress. In contrast, Emma lounges in a rocking chair, her frilly dress a stark difference. Emma fans herself with a delicate gesture, her expression one of bored amusement. Their mother watches, her gaze a mix of disapproval and adoration, split between her daughters. A silent tableau of family dynamics unfolds on the farmhouse porch, rich with unspoken tensions. Inside the farmhouse kitchen, Emily scrubs dishes with tired, efficient movements, a picture of relentless domesticity. Emma sits at the cluttered table, her face lighting up as their mother feeds her bites of cake. The warm light of the kitchen casts long shadows, highlighting the endless chores of farm life. Evidence of daily toil and simple joys fills the space, a lived-in harmony of labor and love. The scent of soap and sweetness lingers in the air, a comforting blend of duty and affection. A tableau of rural life unfolds, capturing the quiet resilience of a family bound by shared work. Emily scatters feed, the chickens clucking around her feet in the sun-drenched yard. A rooster's crow pierces the calm, startling Emily. Her precious cross-stitch, a labor of love, slips from her hands. It falls into the dark depths of the well, disappearing with a splash. Sunlight glares on the old well as Emily desperately peers into its dark depths, her heart pounding with each echoing drip. She strains, reaching further, her fingers brushing against the cool, moss-covered stone. Her cross-stitch is just out of reach. A sudden shift, a loss of balance. Emily's eyes widen in panic as the world tilts, the well's darkness rushing up to meet her. A scream tears from her throat, cut short as she plummets into the cold, unforgiving abyss. Sunlight vanishes above her. The echoing splash reverberates, swallowed by the well's depths. Only silence remains where Emily once stood, desperate. The cross-stitch flutters silently near the water's surface, a mocking reminder of what led to Emily's fateful misstep. Emily lands softly in a magical garden, a riot of otherworldly colors swirling around her. Fantastical flowers shimmer with luminescence, their beauty almost unreal. Iridescent insects hum busily, their wings leaving trails of sparkling dust. The air itself shimmers, alive with palpable magic. Every petal and wingbeat seems to pulse with vibrant, enchanting energy, a dreamlike sanctuary where nature and magic intertwine seamlessly. Emily strolls down a winding garden path, sunlight dappling through the leaves above. A flurry of green catches her eye, a rabbit struggling with a large carrot. The small creature tugs desperately, its nose twitching with effort. Emily approaches, her face softening with empathy at the rabbit's plight. Without a second thought, she kneels, her hand reaching out to assist the determined rabbit. Together, they work to free the stubborn carrot from the earth. Emily notices a wilting rose bush, its petals drooping sadly in the sun's harsh light. Cool water trickles through her fingers as she scoops it from a nearby stream. She gently pours the water over the thirsty roots. The rose seems to perk up slightly under her care. Emily arrives at Holly's cottage, a vision of rustic charm, with ivy climbing its walls and flowers in riotous bloom. Gentle light spills from the cottage windows, promising warmth and secrets within. The air is still, carrying the sweet scent of blossoms and the quiet hum of bees. A path winds invitingly to the door, hinting at the untold stories waiting just beyond the threshold. Holly, with kind eyes and a warm smile, stands at the doorway, her cottage a beacon of warmth. A cozy cottage interior greets Emily, sunlight filtering through lace curtains, promising solace. The air is thick with the comforting aroma of baking bread, a testament to Holly's nurturing spirit. Emily steps inside, the scent of warm bread enveloping her, a silent promise of safety and comfort. Holly's bedroom is a snowdrift of feathers, soft and white, coating every surface in a surreal scene. Holly gestures wildly, agitated, as she speaks to Emily, each movement sending feathers swirling. "I need your help," Holly pleads, her voice tinged with desperation amidst the feathery chaos. She reveals her bizarre secret. "Every morning, I have to cover my bed with these feathers." Sunlight streams into Holly's cottage, illuminating motes of dust dancing in the air. Emily meticulously spreads feathers across the bed, a soft cloud taking shape. Her brow furrows in concentration as she smooths every inch, lost in her task. Each feather is placed with care, creating a scene of ethereal beauty. The room transforms into a haven of softness, a dreamy escape from reality. Sunlight floods Holly's cottage, illuminating dancing dust motes and a table set for a feast. The aroma of freshly baked bread hangs in the air as Emily sits at the wooden table. Holly beams, watching intently as Emily takes her first bite. Emily's eyes widen in delight, a silent testament to the delicious meal. Warmth and laughter fill the cozy cottage as Holly and Emily share stories. Sunlight streams into Holly's cozy cottage, illuminating Emily as she stands by the window, lost in thought. A wistful expression shadows Emily's face, a silent yearning for home reflected in her distant gaze. Holly watches Emily from across the room, her gentle eyes filled with a growing concern. A subtle sadness etches itself onto Emily's features as she silently contemplates her longing. Holly's expression softens with empathy, a silent acknowledgement of Emily's inner turmoil. The quiet cottage becomes a canvas for unspoken emotions, as two women share a moment of understanding. Inside Holly's cozy cottage, sunlight streams in. Holly guides Emily towards a breathtaking golden door, its surface shimmering with inviting light. The golden door radiates a soft, warm glow, promising a journey. With gentle resolve, Holly tells Emily, "It's time for you to return home." Emily steps through the golden door, light catching in her hopeful eyes. A cascade of gold coins rains down, glittering like a shower of blessings. As the coins settle, her clothes transform into a shimmering gown. Her beloved cross-stitch is gently returned to her hands, a promise fulfilled. Under the vast sky, Emily approaches the well, a figure radiating golden light, an ethereal vision against the rustic backdrop. Her mother's eyes widen, disbelief etched deeply into her weathered face, a silent question hanging in the air. Her sister's jaw drops, a mix of shock and awe painting her features, as if witnessing a miracle unfold. The farmhouse stands silent, a humble witness to the extraordinary transformation. Emily's radiant figure shines, a beacon of hope and mystery against the rural landscape. Sunlight illuminates dust motes dancing in the air as Emily recounts her journey, weariness etched on her face. And so, after all that, I returned home with more than I ever could have dreamed, Emily says. The mother listens intently, her gaze never leaving Emily's face, absorbing every word. A subtle gleam of avarice sparks in the mother's eyes, betraying her true intentions. The humble farmhouse fades into background as the mother's greed takes center stage. A stark contrast between Emily's honest tale and the mother's avarice fills the room. At the well, the mother's grip tightens on Emma's arm, her face a mask of grim resolve. She points towards the well's dark mouth, a silent command hanging in the air. Emma hesitates, her small hand clutching a delicate cross-stitch. A sigh escapes Emma as she steels herself for the inevitable sacrifice. With a final glance, Emma releases the cross-stitch. The cross-stitch falls into the darkness of the well, its delicate threads disappearing from view. Driven by hope, Emma leaps into the dark well, anticipating a reward akin to Emily's. She plummets into the depths, a moment of weightlessness before the unknown. A sudden shift as she lands softly, defying gravity's harsh embrace. Gone is the darkness. She finds herself in a magical garden. Sunlight streams through leaves. The impossible is real. Sunlight dapples the winding garden path as Emma strolls, lost in her thoughts, the air filled with the scent of blooming flowers. A comical struggle unfolds as a rabbit battles a giant carrot, its nose twitching in determined effort. Emma pauses, a flicker of amusement in her eyes as she observes the rabbit's futile attempts. A scoff escapes her lips, a hint of disdain in her eyes as she judges the animal's efforts. Ignoring the rabbit's plight, Emma continues her walk, leaving the small drama behind her. Under the harsh daylight, a rose bush with wilting leaves droops, a symbol of neglect and fading beauty. Emma's fleeting glance captures the sad state of the roses, a momentary urge to nurture flickering in her eyes. Her sigh betrays a deeper weariness, the weight of effort overshadowing the impulse to care. With a subtle shake of her head, she dismisses the roses, continuing on her path, leaving the wilting bush behind. Inside Holly's cottage, the scent of herbs and wood smoke hangs heavy as Emma steps inside, her expression curious. Holly gestures towards a large empty bed frame, the wood worn, smooth with age. Sunlight streams through the window, illuminating the bare mattress, a stark contrast to the cozy room. Holly's eyes gleam with purpose as she sets the task. Your task is to cover this bed with feathers. Her voice softens, adding a crucial detail. Every inch must be soft and white. Emma stares at the bed, a daunting realization dawning in her eyes as she considers the task ahead. Sunlight floods Holly's opulent bedroom, motes of dust swirling in the golden rays. Emma stands amidst the grandeur, dwarfed by the ornate bed that dominates the space. With a sigh, Emma listlessly scatters feathers, her movements lacking enthusiasm. Patches of bare mattress peek through the sparse covering, a testament to her boredom. A close-up reveals the dullness in Emma's eyes, reflecting the monotony of her task. "This is so tedious," Emma mutters, her voice barely audible in the sun-drenched room. Holly guides Emma towards the shimmering golden door, a hopeful gleam in their eyes. Emma steps forward, anticipation etched on her face, ready to embrace the golden opportunity. Instead of gold, a sudden, violent torrent of thick mud engulfs Emma, shattering the illusion. Emma is drenched and shocked. The golden promise turned into a cruel, muddy deception. Emma, drenched and covered in mud, emerges beside the well, a stark testament to her trials. Mother and Emily stand frozen, shock etched across their faces as they take in Emma's transformation. Humbled, Emma casts aside her former disdain and joins Emily, ready to share the labor. Side by side, they work in harmony, the initial awkwardness melting into camaraderie. In their shared efforts, happiness blossoms, their success a testament to unity and newfound respect.